Just because your crazy reel got views doesn't mean people trust you or that's going to help your business. I've been seeing real estate agents, real estate professionals, property managers, developers, builders, investors posting these hyper edited TikTok, Instagram videos, and I'm honestly getting a little sick of it. I was posting similar videos walking and touring homes with sound effects, with text on the screen, fast paced, cut very quickly, probably 3 years ago. I honestly feel like I was one of the first ones to do this. Maybe my algorithm now is just so messed up that that's the only type of video I see are people that are doing marketing for their real estate business and then people trying to sell to other people that seem to be marketing for their real estate business. I don't know if your algorithm is just like this because mine is, and I do think that it's just a trend. I do think we will get over this hump and it'll go back to a different way of the algorithm or a different way of what's trending. You're going to probably see videos of people not editing at all pop off a lot more in the coming year or so. And that's because we really want a change. I think people are getting sick of being told what to think, what to do. They know that these algorithms are hacking our brains, and especially business owners that are smart and want what's better for their lives and try to optimize their life in every capacity to ensure success. I think that they are going to be sick of these crazy videos as well. That's not helping them sell a house. That's not helping them get actually build an actual personal brand. What will is speaking to an audience in a long form format authentically. And the way that I found that this works is through raw, authentic, transparent house tours. Because I've been doing that for 6 years. And to me, it seems natural. You book a home, you walk through it, you speak on what you see, and that builds an actual audience. It did for me, it changed my life, and I see it changing other people's lives naturally as well. Whether I am close with people that do it to book Airbnbs and partner with Airbnb or property management companies and have a collaboration where they get free stays. And house tours is just a format that really works. And authentic house tours, that is. You don't have to go crazy and hire these editors and videographers that are now trying to sell to you. I'm sure you also get in your DMs some of these real estate media professionals that are editing and filming these videos because this won't last forever. This is a business for them that will come and go. Maybe they can really capitalize on it for the next year and make a video every day for an agent that thinks that this is what's going to pop them off and sell their listing. And maybe it does. And it does. These videos do sell houses as well. But what is actually sustainable to build a long term career and personal brand? That's what I feel like people in the real estate space don't think about. They don't think about the 10-year plan, especially now because everything changes so often. Every week there's a new fad, there's a new trend, there's a new thing to do within your business. Well, especially with shiny object syndrome these days, if you're scrolling Instagram, if you're scrolling anything social media related on the iPhone, if you've ever heard of that, if you've ever heard of one of those things, it probably has hacked your mind into thinking that there's something better for you to be doing if you're not making $1 million a month. I know it happens to me all the time, but if you can stick to a repeatable format that makes sense, you don't have to be overwhelmed every week, every day, and figure out what you need to do. So that's why I just get sick of seeing these reels that are just people think that they can actually build a following and a brand. And sure, you can build a following. You could build 100,000 followers on Instagram with 6 of these hyper edited crazy videos. And I know realtors in South Carolina, in Nebraska that are crushing it with crazy media teams that are making these videos for them, but genuinely is not helping them build an evergreen brand because you got to start back from zero. We in real estate, the problem is, and problem why a lot of people get out of the business in general, is because you feel like you have to start from zero every time you close a deal. You aren't building something that feels like you're progressing, where you can actually be proud of what is behind you. If you make 50,000 cold calls like I did when I started my career in real estate, that every cold call you do is pretty much a one and done. You build a pipeline from that. Maybe you close someone on the deal, but when you post a video on YouTube, you can get that can get recommended to someone 2 3 years later. I get comments on my videos that I made in 2021 all the time because those houses are evergreen, and there are ways to make them even more long lasting if you understand how it works. But reels are good for the time being to build a little bit of potential virality, but I'm sure you've tried it as well. And maybe you got 20 likes, which is also unfortunate. It's not a guarantee, and nothing is a guarantee. The only thing that's a guarantee are your actual inputs and the actual effort that you put into what you can post. And that's the great thing about YouTube is if you post hyper niche content, like maybe you post new construction homes of you walking through it, since you already do that on a daily basis. Maybe you're looking at $400,000 condos, $200,000 condos, even low end real estate. If you're walking into these, you can build a YouTube channel. How exciting would that be if you're not doing it already? But if you're watching this, maybe you have already been posting these types of videos and are getting some sort of audience and follow. Maybe you have 30 views on that video. Well, that's 30 views of people that actually are coming to you to watch that specific video. Anyone that watches you for 15, 20 minutes truly gets to know you. They would probably subscribe to you a lot more than someone that's watched 50 of your reels that they don't care about. You're not building a brand that way. You're hardly even showcasing the house. You're showcasing an Instagram edit. You're showcasing the videographer's talents, and it's leading to them to get more leads so that they can make more videos. But that's another thing. So then you probably think, oh, maybe I should get into the real estate videography space. But there we go. There's the shiny object syndrome just feeding at your brain once again. The truth is, you got to stick to one lane, the thing that you're good at, which is probably closing deals and making sales. Maybe you're 45 years old, you've had a business for 15 years, but you see everything changes. You see people getting ahead of you, and now you don't really know what works, what direction to go. Maybe you've hired some agencies overseas and they didn't do a great job at communicating with you. Maybe you tried to hire the girl that will help you with your Instagram, and she was just lazy and didn't put much effort into it. You've probably tried a lot of different things when it comes to marketing in this day and age to keep up with the millennials and Gen Z. But the only way to keep up right now and long term is on this platform that you're watching this video on, because this is where content is here to stay and it's only growing. If you do any research within YouTube at all, which you probably don't have enough time to do, it's insane on the plans that they have for the next 5 to 10 years in their partnerships, in how they push the video that you want to show to the ideal customer and link those two together is going to be seamless. And if you start now, you're going to have a database in the next year that you're going to feel extremely proud of. It's much harder to do that when you're just cold calling people or going about getting leads in a different light. So that's what I see, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm making organic content. I'm posting house tours every week. I'm helping my clients do the same in the real estate business, and as real estate agents, real estate professionals, brokers, property management companies. And so that's what I just wanted to be here to say. Just because your video got views doesn't mean that you're building a brand or that anyone trusts you. And it's hard to come off as genuine online, which I'm trying to do here. But if someone watches a long form YouTube video that you make, that's when you actually feel like you have a true connection with someone. I've watched 100 videos of someone on Instagram, and I still feel like I don't trust this person whatsoever. You can truly cultivate a story on Instagram to the perfect. This is how I edit my Instagram videos as well. You got to edit every millisecond to make sure that everything in that minute long video is exactly how you want to be portrayed online. Well, if you're not editing a video and speaking for 20 minutes, someone will actually get to know you that you can build a long lasting future and business relationship with. Because isn't that real estate sales in general? You see the correlation to build customers, clients, referrals, leads of someone that's going to maybe buy from you, rent for you, Be an agent on your team if you run a brokerage or are dealing with agent attraction. Then them trusting you has to do with you speaking for some time online. And by doing so, in showing a house, it's a win win for you to build a database. So, I mean, I'm not here to try to convince you on anything, even though it probably sound like it, but I mean, I'm doing it. So I just want to share my journey along the way as I post house tours every single week on my main YouTube channel because it's also fun. And I'm blessed to be able to have found a repeatable format that I can stay consistent with over time, get brand deals, get referrals, and it's led to an incredible and fun life. So, and without overthinking about what's next when it comes to content, even though as an entrepreneur, I'm sure you just have to overthink every single day. It's hard to sleep at night because your brain's just going crazy with different sort of thoughts. But I digress. That is what I wanted to say for anyone that's new into the real estate game or you've seen trends come and go over the past 5 years, maybe 15 years you've been in the business. But if you are watching this and you've made it to the end, comment below if you're in the business and how long you've been in it. But I appreciate you watching this one. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.